You're watching the Cultural Connections Podcast, 2020 Election Update. Coming up, we will have the latest information on this historic election. This is the Cultural Connections 2020 Election Update.
Proud citizens like you help build this country, and together we are taking back our country.
The country is ready. The country is ready. But not with Donald Trump as president.
And I've been hello everyone. And I just totally realized as I've been talking here, and you're probably watching this wondering why aren't I hearing it? I'm only seeing this graphic up on screen. That explains a whole lot here. You're watching the Cultural Connections final 2020 election update. We are live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Our Instagram users have gotten a glimpse at the little bit of bloopers here as they have gone on. And we are coming on here live with a full-on update here for you. This is our final 2020 election update as we are wrapping up our election coverage. Again, our Instagram users started to get a brief update on what I had just said because I was muted, and I apologize for that here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. If you would like to interact with me on this final 2020 election special update, please go over to our Instagram live feed, and you'll be able to interact over there. As I am currently live as well on Instagram through my phone, hence why you're seeing me holding my phone in my hand. So without further ado, let's get to our final election results that we have for the 2020 election. Again, as you got a brief glimpse but couldn't hear me, this is a look here at the 2020 Electoral College map. Again, this is a look at the map before the election and what was going to be predicted in the areas that we didn't know. And now let's get into the results. We can officially project here, obviously, that President-elect Joe Biden is the 46th president-elect of the United States, making history with Kamala Harris as the first female vice president-elect of the United States. We can project that Joe Biden will win the state of Pennsylvania. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Nevada. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Massachusetts. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Maryland. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Maine. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Vermont. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Virginia. We can project that President-elect Biden will take the state of New York. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of New Jersey. We can project that President Biden will win the state of Delaware. We can project that President-elect Biden will win Washington, D.C. We can project that President Trump will win the state of Oklahoma. We can project that President Trump will take the state of Kentucky. We can project that President Trump will win the state of Arkansas. We can project that President Trump will win the state of Mississippi. We can project that President Trump will win the state of Louisiana. We can project that President Trump will win the state of Alabama. We can project that President Trump will win the state of Wyoming. We can project that President-elect Trump will, President Trump, I keep saying President-elect, he's not the President-elect, President Trump will win the state of North Dakota. We can project that President Trump will win the state of North Dakota. We can project that President Trump will win the state of West Virginia. We can project that President Trump will win the state of Idaho. We can project that President Trump will win the state of Utah. We can project that President Trump will win the state of Nebraska. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Illinois. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Minnesota. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Colorado. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of New Mexico. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Oregon. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Washington. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Hawaii. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of California, the biggest prize of them all. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Michigan. And we can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Wisconsin. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Arizona. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of New Hampshire. We can project that President Trump will win the state of Florida. We can project that President Trump will win the state of Texas. We can project that President-elect Biden will win the state of Georgia. We can project that President Trump will win the state of North Carolina. We can project that President Trump will win the state of Alaska. So those are all of our numbers as they are in as of now. Let's take a look here at the final 2020 electoral map, courtesy of CNN, which is not coming accessible right now onto my screen. Give me just a moment. We'll have that up here for you so you can see it. You're kind of seeing it here, obviously, on Instagram. But now you are going to be able to see it on your screen if you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. Here is the final 2020 electoral map as we have it. Let's just take a look at the numbers. Again, it's clear here, looking at the numbers here, that Joe Biden has won a very close margin in the state of Georgia with 2,472,154 votes. We are aware of a recount that is expected to go on in the state of Georgia, but we can project from what we are from the numbers here that Joe Biden will win the state of Georgia. We can also project with 1,670,260 votes in Arizona, as I just said, that Joe Biden will take the state of Arizona as well. Again, another very close race there, but where this race is at the moment, we can project that Joe Biden is the projected winner. And obviously, what led Joe Biden to winning the presidency was the state of Pennsylvania with all of its electoral votes. Let's just narrow in on these states here. And again, as you can see here, this is what we are looking at here. All of these results officially in now, with Joe Biden taking these areas, very close margins in areas like Erie County, Pennsylvania. But again, in this big blue area, this is what helped, including Philadelphia County area of Chester, to give Joe Biden the win for Pennsylvania in the states. Now, I also want to show off the Senate elections right now as we know it. Again, right now, the Democrats, the Senate Republicans picking up 50 seats for Democrats with 49. We could see a tie. Again, this will depict on what happens in the Georgia runoff here on January 5th. We're going to really be watching this closely, because if both the Democrats win in Georgia, we could see a tie for the Senate majority here in the Senate, which would mean the Vice President, Kamala Harris, would be the deciding factor in the Senate of the U.S. Senate. So we're going to have to watch that one very closely. Again, that's on January 5th. As we know it here in Arizona, we can project that Mark Kelly will seat the incumbent, Martha McSally, with a good chunk of the vote there, 1,714,466 votes to Martha McSally's 1,635,252. In North Carolina, we can project that the incumbent, Tom Tillis, will narrowly beat the Democrat, Cal Cunningham, with 2,645,292 votes to the Democrats' 2,550,945 votes. Again, a very close race there, but not close enough, obviously, for the Democrat. And we can also project that the incumbent in Michigan, the Democratic incumbent in Michigan, will retain his seat for the Senate in Michigan. Again, another very close race over there too, but we can project the Democrat will keep its seat. As of right now, from what we see here, is that the Democrats have gained 2 seats. They lost 1 seat, and it's the opposite, obviously, in the Republican side, where the Republicans gained 1 seat and lost 2 seats. So that is, we're going to really closely watch that race on January 5th. We'll have a election update for you on January 5th with those results at that time. But for now, that is where the election results stand. So again, we can fully project now that Joe Biden, President-elect Biden, will take the state of Arizona. And again, I'm going to zoom out here on my map, and you're going to see here a very interesting number, 306 electoral college votes to President Trump's 232. This is what President Trump had in 2016, a very interesting number here. And again, we project, again, along with all the other media outlets out there, that Joe Biden is the president-elect as we continue to watch residual votes coming in. But from what we have seen here is that Joe Biden will be the president-elect. It does not change the numbers at all. We thank everyone who has continued to tune in to our live election coverage here on all of our election coverage over the past few weeks. We really appreciate it. We hope you'll tune in with us on January 5th for the Senate runoff in Georgia, where we're going to be really closely watching that race as the numbers come in in Georgia. We're going to really be closely watching that race. So we hope you will tune in with us for that race as well. For now, I want to thank everyone again for tuning in. I know this was more of a quick update, but we wanted to bring you up to date on the final election results. So for now, this has been a 2020 election update. Stay with Cultural Connections on January 5th, 2021 for the latest up-to-date information on the Senate runoff race in Georgia. We will have that information for you at that time. So thank you everyone again for watching, and we will see you again on January 5th, if not sooner. This has been a Cultural Connections 2020 election update. I'm the producer, and I am Brian Ives.
You've been watching the Cultural Connections Podcast 2020 Election Update. Stay with Cultural Connections for continuing coverage of the historic 2020 presidential election.
Proud citizens like you help build this country, and together we are taking back our country.
The country is ready. The country is ready. But not with Donald Trump as president.